Katsilometes here from the Review Journal, as we always do. You know what? There has been so much going on since last Wednesday when he was here. Tonight, John Fogerty actually kicks off a big show at the Venetian, and it goes through October 1st. And so that's one of the things we're going to start talking about, because this is interesting. The Venetian's just been bringing in all sorts of a little hodgepodge of stuff, haven't they?
They've had a pretty good headliner series, very good headliner series at that Venetian Theater, which was opened as the Phantom Theater. You remember that? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they've had Diana Ross in there, and John Fogerty's coming back for his second run through there. They've had Tim McGraw, Faith Hill in there, and those types of artists. And this is going to be fun. This is going to be Fogerty's performances are the rockingest of those shows in that room. They're really fired up, and he's great, and he plays all the great hits from Creedence Clearwater Revival and his own solo career, and that's happening tonight. And tonight and Friday, he's going to be on with the Six String Soldiers, the U.S. Army Field Band musicians, to mark Friday's National POW and MIA Recognition Day. So that's tied into that, and he's got a military background himself. He was in the Army Reserves in the 60s, so that's all tied in for this week. Yeah, a lot going on.
A lot of people would like to go see that.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about a couple shows that are closing. One that we already knew about, Jersey Boys. But first, let's talk about $1 Million Quartet. They have been over at Harrah's for a long time, and for folks that don't know, what this show is about, it's about an actual day, December 6th, when it's actually going to close.
December 4th is the marking of this anniversary. It'll be 60 years to the day that that Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Carl Perkins all happened into Sun Records, which was founded by and operated by Sam Phillips, a rock and roll legend. A lot of people think he helped create rock and roll. Phillips, and this is a recounting of that night when they all got in together and sang gospel songs and some rock and roll, and we're in there for a few hours, and this is a story about their lives early in their career in 1956 in the winter, and the show is closing on the anniversary of that event.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think, how long have they been over?
They've been there for 3 years. They opened in 2013.
Really? It feels like a little bit longer, but I've seen the show, a handful of times. It's great. When I first saw it, I don't know why I didn't put two and two together. That was an actual day, and so when that picture comes up at the end, which I won't give it away if you haven't seen it, but it's pretty remarkable to see that this all really happened, and I think that's kind of the chilling part of it.
Yeah, it was, and it was. These guys were legends, and it's funny to look at that point in time because it was before there was a lot of recording of these events, really extensively. There's a recording, an audio recording, but there weren't a lot of photos taken. They didn't pose for a lot of. They had the one shot of them all four together. But if something like that had happened today, there would have been all over mass media, social media, everywhere else. So it adds to the mystique of the story that it wasn't really well documented at the time, and they got a lot of creative license. Consequently, but it's going to be a show that's missed. The band is great. These guys play all their own music. They sing themselves, and a couple of them, at least two of them, are going to be going after solo stuff here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, great guys, great cast. Obviously, they always have the girl in there switches out
Diane.
a lot of times that plays Diane. Yeah. All right, let's talk about Jersey Boys. Final show is on this Sunday, and then we found out also the Jersey Boys show Broadway also closing, but this one here in Las Vegas closing Sunday.
Yeah, after 8.5 years at two different locations, and I was with these guys last night. We all had a dinner together, the five main characters at Paris, Las Vegas at the Eiffel Tower restaurant, and we kind of told, remembered the stories about how this show got to Las Vegas and all the success that it's had. I think it's just a title that has actually just played out. Shows sometimes just play to as many audiences as they can get, and the popularity wanes, and Sunday's when it ends, and it has been the gold standard of production shows in Las Vegas ever since I got here. Sure
has. I know they've been doing a 2-for-1 special for locals too. So if you can get out and see Jersey Boys, do that. There's so much more coming up. If you want to check out John's column, it's called Kats. It's in the Review Journal, and he has got a whole plethora of stuff for you this week, and he'll be back next Wednesday. Thanks, John.